Okay, so I'm super happy, Kiran, to have you on this Hall of Fame.
Thank you,
For
Rajat.
the audience, I want to share Hall of Fame is something that is a great matter of proud for people who achieve something in our community. And here, Kiran has actually cleared his CCXP exam. It wasn't an easy exam. Congratulations, Kiran, for achieving the CCXP certification. How does it
Thank
feel?
you very much, Rajat. It's in fact like better than my driving license achievement in Dubai, and also better than the Project Management Institute Agile exam. This seems to be the toughest one to crack, but glad that I navigated. And thanks for all the
Awesome.
support during the class as well as the videos that came very handy.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I think you did the hard work. You with your persistence, you didn't really left it to the chances, but followed through. So I think I really want to congratulate you and appreciate you for your persistence as well, because it needs that badly. And that's what we know, right? CCXP is not an easy exam to
Definitely, I will agree.
clear.
No, it's not an easy exam.
Right, right. Okay, so how did you make it happen? First of all, I really want to know quickly what really led you to CCXP. Why did you want to achieve this?
I'll try to keep it short in the interest of the audience. As coming from a Six Sigma background and after that Lean, a friend's advice, I did Scrum because I saw answers to the challenges in Six Sigma in Scrum, timeliness. And then I went ahead and did Agile also because I thought that would be moving up on the learning curve there. And did design thinking because somewhere I did it in Udemy and followed by IIT Bombay course, which was exciting because design thinking keeps the customer or the human being at the center. Six Sigma brings the statistical element. So these all got well married together. That's when I was asking this question for the next month. Kiran, what are you up to? Where do you want to belong to? I was watching a lot of videos, listening to audio while driving and so on. One fine day it dawned upon me that I have been passionate about CX through my career. And in many ways, I was working in that space. So I felt that customer experience, business excellence, which I have been associated for a very long time, and customer success in its own unique identity. I realized that these are the three words around which I would want to spend the rest of my career. I was aware of CCXP before as well, but I didn't take the plunge. The moment this arrived, it was logical that I must consider CCXP too as a validation and also grab the framework that would help me to relate with the business world. Common language, I must. That's where
Yeah,
I ended up deciding to go for CCXP.
awesome, awesome. And have you also planned the application of this certification? And I think I'm in the back, you have already got a great clarity of why do you want to do. Plus, you already are a practitioner, you're a coach. Tell us, how do you intend to use it for your clients and in your work?
I sense that there is still a good chunk of application knowledge I have not yet acquired while I have spent most of my career in Six Sigma. So I see when you talk about persona, customer journey mapping, and customer experience strategy make creation, these all are there to a great extent even in design thinking. So I'm sensing this healthy overlap like the Ikigai circles. Now I need to take the plunge to start creating more personas, actually seeing them, creating and seeing them. For a business around me also could be the case, my company or any random business. And same goes then go ahead with the customer journey mapping. Then the customer experience strategy creation. So I'm seeing that my next steps, it was coming through the exam time as well as prior also, that I need to spend more time on application knowledge of what was introduced through design thinking and CCXP and even to some extent from the Six Sigma learning. So I look forward to that exercise to get into the application zone much more. Self-created examples as well as my workplace example.
Great, great, great. Thank you for sharing that. Now I want to know, a lot of people actually try to figure out that they get excited about seeing the CCXP is a great CX certification. They want to get it, but they're not very clear how to go about it. I think you probably are someone who has cleared it very quickly. in a shorter period of time. How long did it took for you? I mean, from the day you decided to today, how many weeks, months?
If I remember, I think the key was Masterclass, definitely the one that I attended with you. And that was a trigger. The clock started ticking from there. Before that, little learning was happening, but the key, that was probably just 2 months ago. And then as the progress was happening, you also asked this question among the class, when are you guys wanting to or preparing? I just a little confidently told by October end. Then I said like, okay, how will I now make it happen? So that's when I realized that now the preparation plan has to go instantly. I planned out my days in terms of when I will complete the videos sessions that you shared, all the 6 segments. And in between, I started taking the exams, both the ones I subscribed for yours as well as Bartlett's. And then I kind of created that calendar that I should peak just in time. And I must say, I'm very happy, or you can say proud of it also, that in the last 10 days, in fact, it peaked more than what I expected. Like, for example, I was sharing with you on the last day, I was even making this 6-page, one-sided A4 folded notes also. And there's a lot more notes. From all the 6, I extracted what was kind of challenging to me, made a separate presentation. And the 6 still exist. The exams that I took, I broke them up again into easy questions, mild, moderate questions to difficult questions. So this was helping me to get a revisit to the concepts and going on to YouTube and learning on anything that became a little challenging so that I get much more exposure. But one thing I can say my experience as advice also is, as we are keen about the exam, the choice was surround yourself with it, the subject. Fully immerse. Then I saw it was helping me gain clarity. For example, conjoint analysis. Initially, it was like rocket science. What is it talking? Conjoint discriminant. But by the end of the exam, I was clear what was a conjoint analysis. We all know how I choose my mobile, what to buy, was nothing but conjoint analysis that I was doing. So there was a name to it. I never knew it. So discriminant and other tools. So I think that was a great win for me, irrespective of how much the exam helped me. The learning will going to be remain with me for a long, long time. I think maybe like.
Amazing. So I think whoever is watching, I think this was really gold what Kiran shared, because not only he has been very focused, he's been very strategic and also very action oriented. If we can see his plan, he decided to be part of a CX Masterclass that he attended with me. Then he was also he also took the simulator that we have. He practiced on that. He also enrolled for a few other resources and continued to identify what are his strengths area, right, Kiran? And then what are the areas which need more attention, made diligent notes, some of that we just saw.
So for example, design thinking and Six Sigma is kind of a cakewalk. Those questions were coming like this because I come from that space. The rest was rocket science, some of them. That's where I started focusing on to get better mileage from the learning.
Right. And I think the other thing, thanks for mentioning that, Kiran, because I see a lot of elements which are first time heard, like conjoint analysis. This is a statistical method, which we don't talk about on a day-to-day basis. Even in CX, you would not hear it from, CX professionals unless they're in some statistical role, quality role, metrics role, something like that. Kiran made sure that he follows through that, and he's reading it. And the beautiful thing, Kiran, you said is surround yourself, immerse yourself in that learning zone. And I think super proud to see that you made a commitment and you fulfilled really, you said at end of October. And we are here on 31st October, a few days back only, you got through it. You kept your word, not just by, thinking about it, but working through it. So I think that's a wonderful achievement, Kiran. Congratulations again on that.
And for the audience benefit, the only book I read was Outside In. It was very helpful, amazing book. The rest of the books which were recommended, I have in my cupboard, not yet started, but I'm looking forward because reading is so beneficial. But it was not everything because of timeline. I couldn't go for this next book. I will now do that part. But Outside In definitely was helpful. So I would recommend this or one of the best books, and then go with the rest of the masterclass and the exam preparation and your own lifetime's experience in CX.
Correct. Yeah, I think in our masterclass, whoever does it, whoever in fact gets certified CX Pioneer, Kiran is also certified CX Pioneer, we ensure and request you complete outside in, because this is completely aligned to the CCXP curriculum already. All right, so that's awesome, Kiran. What do you see as the future of CX? Is that something that CX professionals or professionals who want to jump into this space can be excited about? Do you think? What's
I
your
think
take?
anyone who has that passion for CX, if they have related with that, I think that's one validation is what is needed for a professional. That am I passionate about CX? If the answer is yes, I think opportunities are a million, I would say. I'm not overstating. Because look around, wherever you go, a restaurant, a supermarket, you see so many examples where humongous capital is invested. Same is not invested in people, training, CX advancement, and a big cost is paid. I'm not taking examples, but I see these examples all around. When I go to a South Indian one of restaurant, I won't take the name. The associates are talking to each other before putting rice for me. Like, come on. So who is important here? Or justifying a wheat chapati which looks not cooked well, saying it's oil. I like, I'm not dumb. I worked 11 years in hotels. So to another place, they're more than willing to sense that this table is not enjoying. Let's do something about it. So I've just stop here. Like this, we have examples all around us. And if we make a difference together, I'm sure that particular business will reap rich dividends. That's the importance of CX. I think as long as mankind is there, CX has relevance.
Relevance. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. That was a great response, articulation of, opportunities. What are the top 3-4 roles you think in business that will be high in demand? If you have some thoughts on that, what, for example, do you think CX designers, CX CCOs, which is Chief Customer Officer, what are the 2, 3, 4 roles you think are going to be so that people can then actually have an aspiration to get into those roles?
I would layer probably from my limited knowledge, 3 levels, as you said. If the organization is committed and involved, not just committed, then they will definitely have someone wearing the hat of a chief customer officer. Not a separate role, definitely someone who is identified as our CCO. Then I see research plays a vital role. If the research is not there, then there is no direction. There should be enough energy, whether it's a freelancer, if you need that way, or an in-house person whose focus is only analyzing opportunities from a CX point of view. And almost every business opportunity will have a CX element. And the last is your execution army, I would say. You don't have to have separate people for it. Your frontline people are your army. And if they are empowered, I think that's one word, skilled enough, and the culture is strong. I believe that's the word. The culture is strong. The results have no choice but to come. And then this whole investment makes a lot more sense. So I feel these are the 3 areas. Definitely investment will reap rich dividends for whoever invests. And I have no reason to look forward to such examples when this happens. The CCO, the research arm, and the execution army together achieving great milestones for the organization.
Awesome. And for those who don't know, Kiran is based out of Dubai, and he's worked with several customer-centric companies, and now he has his own practice, and he works with organization to drive customer centricity and leadership with some of the great organizations. Kiran, I'm super happy again. I want to once again thank you for being really there, setting another example that it's possible, and it's possible fast if you're focused, if you are passionate, and if you put the work, right? So thanks for being here and making it as a certified CCXP. Thank you so much.
I think on that line, the one quote comes to mind as you summarize: the only way out is through.
Right.
If it has to be done, move faster so that you are through it, and then you are in a position to support many more.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So thanks again. Looking forward to stay connected.
Thank you.